The yarn journal, what I put in there are the brands, the name of the yarn, the material, the weight, the color, the size, the price, some notes, and at the end I put a rating. Okay, the first yarn is called Pocket. Pocket, and the name is Sparkle. So you don't have to write well. The app is going to correct, to change your handwriting. All right, I'm hoping I'm going to make sense. All right, so this yarn was acrylic. So what I can do, I can just tap on the previous acrylic name and do duplicate, and then I move it at the bottom. I think it's a DK Light for the weight, so I just duplicate this also. The color was some dark blue, like, all right, I will just write blue. And usually what I put a little dot in color to remember, to do my rating and to remember what was the closest color. And all right, the length, I don't know, I'm not sure. I just see here it's 50 grams. They don't precise the length. All right, 50 gram. So I'm going to write 50 gram. And the price, if I remember, was just £1. All right, and then in the last column, I usually write notes. So this yarn was fine. It's not the best one, obviously. The sparkling part is just a little piece of plastic. It's all acrylic, but it's not the softest. It's not itchy or anything, but yeah, it's cute, it's pretty, but it's not the softest. So, and also while I was using it, I found some knots. So as I'm using a knitting machine, it's not ideal. So I won't give it, I will write here the note about the knots, so I can remember that for later and maybe avoid to buy the same yarn again. Alright, so at the end I have this system here where I put a rating. It was not awful to work with, but it was not the best because of the knots, so I will give it a 5, and this one won't be in my favorite yarns to buy again. Alright, then all the next ones I'm going to list are from Hobbii, because I haven't searched for yarns yet in England. I still order everything from Hobbii in Denmark because I really like their yarns. They're really warm and soft, and yeah, I just like them. So I tried a few that I never tried before, like the Amigo by Hobbii. So this one, I bought it in 3 colors. So when I use 3 colors, what I do in my knitting journal, I make 3 lines, one for each color, because different colors don't react the same in my knitting machine. I know it's weird because they're supposed to be the same type, the same weight, the same everything, but they don't always react the same. So the Amigo, I already used the black and the burgundy, and I have a new dark teal one. So let's list those. I really like those, they're really soft. Alright, so the Amigo by Hobbii. So I start by putting the brand. I already have some Hobbii here, so I'm going to duplicate it, then alright, so the name is Amigo. Okay, it is acrylic and it's also a decay light. And the color, okay, I have 3. So I have black, I'm going to copy the black from here. I have a burgundy, so I'm going to copy it from here. And the last one is teal. This one I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do a beanie and a matching scarf or just long skinny scarf, or if I make a beanie and some like warmers. I don't know yet, but all I know is that it's really sweet, so it's really soft. So yeah, can't wait to use it. All right, last one is going to be teal. Okay, so this one I'm going to copy them, to duplicate them 3 times because it's the same one. And if there's a difference when I use it in my knitting machine, I will write it here. And it's acrylic, so duplicate and duplicate again. And it's decay light. All right, and here I put a little dot of color for my rating. The burgundy is going to be like this, and then the teal, let's choose, okay, maybe this one. It's a bit darker than this one, but it's just yeah, it's just for me to remember which one it was of the 3. All right, so what is, okay, it's 50 grams, 175 meters, so I can write the meters here. $175 meters, and then I'm going to copy this to duplicate it in the other 2 because it's the same yarn. All right, the price of this yarn was, I need to check on my computer as I talk to you, it was £1.50. That's really a good price and a good quality. I really like it. Okay, the notes for the Hobbii Amigo. I really love it. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I think it's going to be one of my go-to yarns from now on. So, alright, the best. Let's duplicate this comment. I really love it. So, alright, and then at the end I put my rating, so I put my little dot of color, and because I love it, they're all going to be a 10 out of 10. Okay, so I haven't used the teal yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I use it to do my rating. I know I'm going to love it, so. Alright, so that was the Hobbii Amigo. Alright, the next one, I haven't used it yet. It's a sock yarn. It's called Sock Yarn Jupiter. 75% of wool and 25% polyamide. So I've never tried this type of material, and I have a new ID Express 22 pins. It's a smaller version of the knitting machine, and you can make socks with it, apparently. So I'm going to try to make socks with this. So let's fill in this one. This one is also from Hobbii. It's a bit confusing because a lot of shops are called Hobbii something, a lot of brands are called Hobbii something. And this one from Denmark is Hobbii with 2 I at the end, so that's how you recognize it. Alright, so the name of this yarn is called Jupiter Sock Yarn. Alright, so let's write Jupiter Sock. Okay. Oh, I was going to copy acrylic, but it's not acrylic. It is wool and polyamide. Wool plus polyamide. I don't know how you pronounce this in English. Okay. Need to make it maybe smaller. Okay. I'll be able to read it. Okay. Weight, alright, I don't know. I don't know, but it looks like quite light. It looks like a double knit. So I'm going to put DK Light. I'll have to research about it on their website. But it seems to be a double knit. Okay, they call it black. It's a mix of colors, but yeah, they call it black, so I'll call it black. What information do we have? One thing I don't like about this brand is the colors. They put color codes instead of the name of the color. So I'm not going to use FV01 as color. I'm just going to use black, which is what they put in their listing. And yeah, it's just a little detail from a brand if you're watching this. What's the length? The length is 210 meters. It's 50 grams, 210 meters. So I'm going to write this here. I put the length for the weight so I can compare with the prices. If it's like, for example, if it's 50 grams, I should compare meters with meters. Like if it's 150 meters for 190 or 240 meters for 199. So you can see that this one is like almost double the price. It seems that it's not a lot, but it's almost double the price. So it's always good to compare, I think. Alright, so how much did we say for this one? It was 210. $210 meters. And the price was $390. Okay, I can't write any note yet because I haven't used it yet. Little default is I see there's some glue here from the packaging. So that's a bit annoying. I don't know if you can see it. See this line here? There's some glue. So I don't know how I'm going to remove this, if I have to cut a few lines, but yeah. Also it's wool. I'm not used to wool yet. I don't know if it's going to be comfortable or itchy, but yeah, I'm going to try to make socks with it and I will report later. Okay, the next one. Okay, this is really pretty. It's called Colorina. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. It's really soft. Really, really soft. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I think I'm going to make a beanie or a scarf, like a skinny scarf. But look how pretty this is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a skinny scarf so I can test it straight away. Okay, so it's the same brand because I haven't bought other brands yet. The name is Colorina. Hoping, okay, that worked. The fabric is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Acrylic plus wool. The type of yarn, it looks like a DK Light 2. Okay. And the color, alright, how are we going to call this? They call this color Dream World. Okay, it's teal and purple and blue. It's a bit like a peacock. I don't know, how would you call this? Okay, let's call it peacock. That makes sense. I will understand myself. And I'm going to use the same teal as before. Okay, what is the length of this one? 200 meters. Oh, so pretty. I just love to feel it. Okay. 200 meters, so we write it here. And the price was £4.95. That is my priciest yarn so far. See, it's good to have a yarn journal because I can compare and yeah, I can see how much I spend in what and the different materials, and yeah. So with this one I haven't used it yet. So what I'm doing now is I'm just filling my yarn journal with the new yarns, and whenever I will use them, I will just fill in the note at the end and a rating. Alright, then the last one are Metallico by Hobbii. I always wanted to try this one because it's a bit, like the name says, it's a bit metallic. I don't know if you can see. So I got one in black and one in moss green. That's really pretty. That's very, very, very soft. I don't know if you can see. It's a bit fluffy. All right, what's the fabric in this one? I forgot. Polyamide, acrylic, and wool. Ah, interesting. Okay, so it's 70% polyamide, 20% acrylic, and 10% wool. And that's 265 meters. All right. So let's fill this in. I have one black and one green, so I'm going to make 2 lines again. Okay, the name is Metallico. It was 2. My autocorrect did Metallica instead of Metallico. Alright, let's replace the A. So it's, what was it? I just said it like polyamide, acrylic, and merino wool. Okay, this one I'll have to write it way smaller. So wool polyamide and acrylic. Alright, I have to have it written in very small, but I will understand what it is. Okay, and then let's duplicate this. Alright, I don't know if it's what type of yarn, what they mean. They call it fine, so I'm not sure if it's a DK or I just know it's a light one, so I'm going to write light. Then I'm going to duplicate this. Then we have a black. It's funny, I never used the keyboard with this app. Okay, and the last one is, but maybe I should, maybe it's easier. Green moss. Okay, then we're going to make a little dot here for the black, and then we're going to find a green moss that looks sort of, okay, we haven't one that is exactly the same, but okay, then the length is 265 meters. And the price was £3. Alright, and these two I haven't used yet, so I'll write the rating whenever I use them. Alright, so we have fill in everything, all the new yarns that I got, and this is how I use my yarn journal. Now what we can do, so for example, there's some yarns with some bad ratings and some with some good ratings. So what I could do, for example, is underline the ones I don't want anymore. Okay, so for example, the ones from the Christmas one from the range, I saw one at the shop the other day and I was about to buy one, but then I remember that the yarn was good, but it was making knots. And this one was not so good also, so let's underline it in red. Alright, all the ones with not such a good rating. So what this is going to do, King Cole was the first yarn I ever bought. I remember it was very soft, but it was a bit hell to use on my knitting machine. It was splitting a lot. Alright, the next two were good. This one was from a shop in Germany. It was really not good. And then the pocket that we just entered now. Alright, so for example, what it does and how this yarn journal is helping me. Next time I want to buy some yarns, I know straight away which ones are my favorite ones and which one work the best for my knitting machine and for my needs. So I think it's quite practical for me because I don't know other yarn brands yet, and I don't know what type of yarns are out there, and I don't know which ones are working in my knitting machines and which ones are not. So yeah, this is really helpful. And then I know which type, which name, yeah, which type of yarns are good and which ones I should buy again and which ones I should probably avoid. And that's interesting because I was about to buy this one the other day and now I see that I did well not to buy it. Yeah, the yarn journal is available on my Ko-fi. It's a digital download for €1. The way you can use it in your iPad or whatever tablet you have that have note-taking apps. You can use it in a free note-taking app, and if you are into paper, you can also print this yarn journal and use it as a paper and yeah, write on it. But I'm more to save the trees, so I like the digital version. Oh, and also the last thing I wanted to show you, for example, let's say if I fill in all my list here and you want another page, all you have to do is to swipe to the right and it's making a new empty page. Okay, that's all for now. I hope you found this helpful and inspiring, and yeah, if you use it, let me know in the comments, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.